let's make lemonade. Okay. Let's go to work.
That's the signal. Go, 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 go.
Six.
It's beautiful.
Mother Nature just pissed her pants, dude.
Wake up and hit the ground running. It's The Rush, presented by Willis Auto, with Travis Justice and Ross Peterson bringing you raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic talk about sports, life, and everything else that matters. No filtered, no fluff, just The Rush.
Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive and Willis Waukee Pre-Owned. Yes, Willis is in Waukee, a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles close to home. Start at willisauto.com. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and leave your comments in the comments section. If you're listening on the audio stream at rushradio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app, thank you so much. And, of course, you can follow us on our social media channels all across the great internet. Good morning there, Ross Peterson.
Hi, buddy. How's you this Friday morning?
Well, I tell you what, I've been a working man already this morning.
Okay.
Because I don't know how much snow you got. How much snow did you get?
Enough that I get to use the new snowblower, baby.
Bing, 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 bing. So I got done putting the show sheet together, and I thought, I need to save myself some time later on after the show. Okay. So at 5 a.m., I power up the snowblower. Now, the good thing is mine is an electric Ego snowblower, so it doesn't make a lot of noise, right? It's non-drift snow. I'm at about 7.5 inches. It was
non-drift.
Non-drift snow. It was about 7.5 inches of snow. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, I don't know how much we got out there. I mean, it's plenty. It was quite a bit. I was at the state wrestling tournament last night watching my nephew Reagan. And by the time I left there, I left just as 3A was about halfway through their first round. And it was already, there was already an inch or two on the ground and pretty wet.
Yeah, it was. It was.
And dude, I saw something last night I very rarely see in Des Moines, a multi-car pileup on the freeway.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, this was probably 8:30, something like that. Had to bring Eli's buddy back to our side of town and then take Eli to his mom. So I was kind of on the freeway back and forth a little bit. And as I was coming back home from downtown on the westbound lanes, there were like 8 cars along the side, piled up.
Damn. Yeah, I just, yeah. And so
Eli, and real quick, Hawknut wanted to know, was that Eli on WHO? Yeah, my kid was on TV last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a weird moment.
Well, take me through it.
We're sitting up. Thanks to our friend Jeff Klein and our buddies at Choice Creative, I had a seat up in the suite last night to sit there. Eli's with his buddies, so they're running around down on the concourse. He would occasionally come up, and they would sit there for a little bit, and then so he's sitting there talking with our buddy Jay Shree from Jay's CD and Hobby. His nephew was wrestling as well as cousin was wrestling. So we were all hanging out there watching relatives, right? And like Eli and his buddy are there. And they're like, all right, we're going to go back down on the concourse. We'll be back in a little bit. They leave. They're not gone 5 minutes. And I get a text from my buddy, and it's a screenshot, and Eli's on TV.
Like live, or is he getting interviewed?
I don't, and maybe Hawknet, maybe you can tell us what. I haven't seen it yet, but apparently it was like they were talking to kids about representing their school. And he happened to be wearing, one of the few kids wearing a Roosevelt shirt, and they grabbed him and said, would you talk to us about, I don't know the context of it. I just sent it back to him. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, yeah, weird deal.
Then, everybody's saying he did awesome, so that means you've taught him well when it comes to the art of interviewing or being interviewed.
Well, thank you very much, Hawknet, for saying that. Yeah, that was the boy popping on.
And he didn't call you and ask for permission. He just said, "Sure, I'll do this."
Yeah, right. And then my phone, a bunch of people were like, "Eli's on TV." I thought, but the first one actually, I didn't get a screenshot. First one came from my friend's mom. And Denise sent me a picture that just said, I just saw Eli on TV. She's a wrestling mom. My mind, she was like watching Flo, watching matches, and saw him in the background. I was like, oh, cool. And then the next screenshot is a screenshot of him on TV. I'm like, what the?
Do we know who did the interview? Was it
I don't,
a sports person or a news person?
Don't know. I don't know who was down there. I don't know, man. If it's not Keith, Andy, or Ed, I'm not sure I would know him right now.
That's true.
I mean, I know the entire weather department. I know all the meteorologists. If I see them out, I would say hi to all of them. I know Keith and Andy. The Janae Town is still there, right?
No, she's gone.
See how bad I am at this, dude?
I think it shows you how much we watch local television.
How about Kaylin Thompson? Have you ever met her?
I've never met her. She's on the mornings on Channel 13.
She is like one of those people that is delightful. Very, very, very polite, super nice lady. Yeah, I'm a big fan of her. Again, the ones I know I really like, I don't really know Megan. I mean, and she's been around a while, and I've met her a few times. I feel like maybe she's friends with the Downses, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know her well enough. If I saw Megan out, I wouldn't walk up to her. I'd walk up and say, "Hey, big fan," but I wouldn't introduce myself. Scott Reister, I know Scott well. Oh, you know who might have been down? What if it was Elias? I just went right past Elias.
But he's not there. He's not there anymore.
He's not there. I don't even know.
He works for Fairway now.
Good for him.
Yeah. I
did know that, but I thought he came back and did stuff from time to time. Berger says Alex is kicking butt tomorrow. Listen, you guys want to see a show tomorrow? The wheelchair basketball? Come watch Alex Sachs from KCCI. Veteran, competitor.
So can I tell you, I kind of freaked people out yesterday. I was sitting in a meeting. We hosted a group from Hy-Vee Construction yesterday. And we had a nice little meeting with the folks at Hy-Vee Construction at the office. And we were going through our community engagement stuff. And they're like, hey, we're glad to hear this. In fact, he's going to be playing wheelchair basketball this weekend. And I said, oh, really? I'm going to swat you away. He goes, what? I go, I'm playing in the same thing. And they're like, in Des Moines? I go, I live a double life. And so they were just like, you're going to be playing. But he's actually playing today at 12:30. So it must be a weekend-long tournament. So they're playing today at 12:30. I said, I'm Saturday morning at 8:30 in the morning. And
Travis, even people that play tomorrow, Saturday morning at 8:30, there are going to be, I'm just going to, off the top of my head, maybe 4, 7, 8 to 10 courts.
Oh, wow.
I mean, again, this is a big event. And so we will only play again against 2 other teams of the 40 that are signed up. So we won't play against, we probably won't play against anybody we know. And I hate to burst this bubble. We probably won't play against anybody that knows us.
Oh, we don't get to take on the old station?
Did you want to do that?
It doesn't bother me any. Doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
But if we lost, we'd never hear the end of it. And so.
Okay.
Again, I don't know really what I'm walking into or wheeling into. I don't know what I'm wheeling into.
Well, you walk in, wheel around and then walk out. Travis, you're walking into a fun corporate type of fundraising event. This is, I mean, what would I compare this to? Man, a little bit like a bacon fest, honestly. Like that's
okay.
I'm looking forward to this. I show up happy. I know you're going to do something kind of fun and active and competitive a little bit, but the competitive side of it is really way more tongue in cheek. I mean, I hope that it really is. It's way more tongue in cheek, and we try not to take it too seriously. Then when you win, then you say you were taking it seriously, and that's all that mattered. And if you lose, you go, it's a fundraiser. It's for the kids.
So yeah, that's what it's all about. It's for the kids.
Right.
Not about us.
You get there's some interesting, fun things you do. It's a different experience. It reminds me of the glow-in-the-dark golf thing that I do. Speaking of Reister, the shot-in-the-dark thing for Prevent Blindness Iowa, it's a lot like that. It's a fun – that's what you're coming over for. I am my only fear is that it's going to go so fast, it's going to get over and you're going to be like, that was it? I drove all the way over here for an hour of that? Of what? I felt like we were here for 20 minutes. I go, yeah, sorry, man. Can I buy you breakfast?
And I'll say, yeah, you can buy me breakfast. Sure. Absolutely, you can buy me breakfast. Ross, I'm going to be honest with you. I was proud to be an American. I'm proud to be an American every single day. But I watched the Olympics yesterday, and I watched the U.S. women's hockey team.
Look at that.
Beat Canada in overtime. And I sat there and went, yeah, U.S. I'm sitting down here in the studio going, USA, USA. And then, okay, I'm going to apologize to the world. I'm just being vulnerable here. I'm being honest. Just trying to say what I feel, but I'm a bit of a sadist, okay? I'm a bit of a sadist because I kind of liked it when they showed Team Canada getting their silver medals and they were crying and you could see the frustration on their face. And I'm like, I took great pleasure in that. I'm like, what's wrong with me? There's something very, very wrong with me.
It's that old German word Schadenfreude, something like that. Means taking joy in other people's pain.
Yes.
It's weird how we do that in sports.
Why is it?
USA women. You
didn't watch it. So you didn't
watch
it.
It was actually, it was at the wrestling. No.
It was actually a really, really good hockey game. And I sat there and remember watching previous women's hockey games. You know, women's ice hockey has only been around since 1998. And how much better the game has gotten. I remember in 98, 2002, you're like, I don't know about this. The level of play of ice hockey for women has gone up tremendously. And it was actually a really entertaining game to watch. Team USA scored the tying goal with about little over 2 minutes to go in the game. So that forced So Canada scored a shorthanded goal in the second period. And then Team USA with about little over 2 minutes tied it up. They go to overtime, which is 3-on-3 hockey at that point, and sudden death. And Megan Keller scored the go-ahead goal about 4 minutes into the game. So
that's
it
exciting.
It was exciting.
That's exciting. Cool.
Just the third gold medal for Team USA. They won it in 1998. They won it in 2018, and they won it this year.
No. I was thinking that our women's hockey team was dominant like our women's soccer team.
No. Well, it's been dominated by Canada and USA. Since 1998, when women's ice hockey became a sport in the Olympics, either Team USA or Team Canada has won the gold and silver. Nobody else has been gold or silver.
Think of how good we'll be when they're just a state. Sorry. When they're just a state. Look at you. Just being a smartass.
Dropping the little nugget there. I like it. I like it, you being a smartass.
Oh, I've got some nuggets for you today. I got lots of nuggets. I'm going to be like a rabbit. Throughout the day today, I'm just going to poop little nuggets as we go. Okay? You all right with that?
Now, because I'm going to keep going with Team USA.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with this. Tell me about it.
I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And we win gold in women's ice hockey. They did.
We won it all the time. That's why but now I understand why people are making a bigger. Because I saw this a lot yesterday, Trav. I did see a lot of people like, yeah, what a great game, glued to this. Again, I was watching wrestling, but I did see a lot of people that were glued to this thing, and I did have that thing of like, don't we always win in hockey?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Nope. A dominant Olympics. They outscored teams 33-2 the entire Olympics. 33-2. Now, their last two games were the closest. I think it was against Sweden and then Canada. They beat Canada twice, which is even adds to the pain that I took great joy in. Again, I'm a sadist, and I apologize for that.
Yeah, I think there's something else there. I don't think maybe that is called sadism. I don't know what sadism
It is. I looked it up I'm like, because I go, am I a masochist? A masochist is one that that wants the pain. I want the nipple clips, right? And so, I go, that's not me, or is it? And then I Googled, what is the term for somebody who enjoys watching others suffer, and sadist came up. And so I go, yeah, I was a sadist yesterday. Not all the time, just when it came to Team Canada. Though it's goofy, right? And I want to know, and I don't know if you've paid attention to the medal presentations. Obviously, you haven't, and I didn't notice it till yesterday. So they go down the line, they give you your medal. So they went through the bronze medal, then they did the silver medal, then they did the gold medal. But after they do the medal line, they come back and give a gift. And they were giving these medalists stuffed animals. And you can just tell them looking at this stuffed animal going, oh, great. I like the medal. The stuffed animal, I might throw this on eBay later on. And I'm sure it's some kind of mascot or something that has to do with Milan Cortina, but I don't know what the stuffed animal is. It looks like a rabbit or bunny, groundhog.
It's the mascots, Tina and Milo. At the 2026.
So the dudes get Milo and the chicks get Tina. Which is Milo would be Milan and Tina would be Cortina.
Dad, thank you for that. I'm so dumb. I was like, how Milo and Tina? That's stupid. And then I'm literally reading from the Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. Medalists received stuffed toys of mascots, Tina and Milo. 2 white and brown stoats.
I have no idea what a stoat is.
These highly coveted, sold-out plushies represent the Winter and Paralympic Games. Additionally, athletes often keep stuffed animals in the kiss and cry area. What?
The kiss and cry area? There's a kiss and cry area? Kind of like in church where you get the cry room for the kids?
Says the mascots, Tina, the white one, and Milo, the brown one, are stoats, chosen to represent the changing yet threatened alpine environment. The toys have been in extreme demand, selling out quickly. Winners on the podium receive a 2-for-1 with plushies for both the Olympic and Paralympic mascots. Figure skaters often have stuffed animals in the kiss and cry area, which sometimes serves as disguised tissue boxes for wiping noses in the cold rink. Learned today that the figure skaters have a kiss and cry area.
Must be the emotional support animal or stuffed animal for the cry room.
Virginia said it's where they go. That's where they sit for their score. It's like when they get done and they go to that little bullpen. Okay, that's just the name for it. I think that's a weird name for it. I got to be honest. Why don't they just call it
cry room?
Why don't they call it the scoring area or something? VIP scoring lounge. Then you can sell it. Skating now into the Willis Automotive VIP scoring lounge.
Note to everybody who wins a Tina or Milo.
Did I say it wrong? Is it Milo?
Might be. Well, it's Milan, so I would say maybe it's Milo.
So
I don't know.
You're so smart.
I'm really not. I'm really not that smart. But I would say this
comparatively.
Yeah. Okay. I would say this. Don't have a dog at home, because if dog sees Milo or Tina or Milo and Tina, dog's probably going to eat it. Anjanette had to break it to me yesterday. She goes, hey, the dog got into your wave Nerf football that Jason Willis gave us. She goes, there's no more football left. You know, I had that nice, he gave us those nice wave footballs.
Yeah, it's gone.
Black and gold. It's gone. It's now being digested and going to be pooped out later today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say this. I've seen dogs do other things to stuffed animals that maybe might
You're talking about humping Yeah, you see the dog hump a stuffed animal. Totally understand.
I love that you have this huge shrine to your Olympic experience. Where are Milo and Tina? Oh, they suffered a different fate.
Jasper ate him.
That was good. You're not great with impressions. That was a really good impression. That was really good.
I try every now and then. You mentioned you were at the state high school wrestling tournament. I
Yes,
do
I
have
was.
a question for you because you were watching the heavyweights, and I just saw a video yesterday of a man-child down there, kid from Fort Dodge, I believe.
You're talking about Drayshawn Ross?
Holy cow! I actually felt sorry for the kid who was wrestling him.
Think about it.
He used him as a toy. I mean, you know how a dog will throw the stuffed animal up in the air? He literally got 7 takedowns in 55 seconds and won by technical fall in 55 seconds. I'm like, ease this kid's pain, pin him. You are using him as just a punching bag. It was like, take down, let him up, take down, let him up, take down, let him up. I'm like, oh my God, just pin him.
So a tech fall in wrestling is when you are up by 15 points. And traditionally because that signifies that you're dominating your opponent. Usually tech falls happen in the third period. It takes a long time to get 15 points in wrestling. You get 3 points for a takedown, but then every time you let the opponent up, which he was doing, or he gets away, he gets 1 point. So for every sequence, it's only worth really 2 points. You get 3, give up 1. You get 3, you give up 1. He tech falled a kid in the first period.
Not just the first period, 55 seconds.
Travis, you gotta. There's a really important layer to this to make it to show how impressive it was. He did it against a kid that qualified for state. You can go to a wrestling meet and see a kid that is having a bad day, out of his class, whatever it is, and he just gets, and it's that way. He just is not into it. He lays down. Greg Warren, the comedian, talks about when he wrestled for Missouri. Man, I had times I just laid down. It's hard getting tech falled in a minute. When you are a really good wrestler, you got to think about this, Trav. That kid that he tech falled would whoop all of our asses.
Yes. Would pin us in the first period.
Would whoop all of our asses. And Drayshawn Ross goes out there and just absolutely did what you saw. It's insane. It's incredible. He's been that way since his freshman year, Travis. His build is so unique, man.
He's massive. Massive.
Travis, he looks like he's got a 22-inch waist.
But his shoulders and his upper body.
He's got shoulders like you can't believe. You have to you're like, what's the Little Dicky line? I had to turn my head side to side to see it. Damn, that's a big dude. He is gonna go wrestle at Oklahoma State. He's already committed there, and he was it was a very highly recruited kid. Do you know you've watched Iowa wrestling this year? You've seen Ben Keeter.
Yeah.
Right. Ben, who was built had a little bit more of a traditional build. You know what I mean? He didn't have that giant V. Ben's a rock solid dude. But when you saw Ben, you looked at him and went, "Oh, that's a wrestler." When I see Drayshawn Ross, I'm like, that's Javon Curse. That's a freak of an athlete right there. He just looks different, man. I'm telling you, his shoulders are massive. But my fear is, like Ben Keeter, I hope he's not undersized as a heavyweight at the college level. I think I feel like, so that'd be my own thing. He is one of the best high school wrestlers I've ever seen in my life. I'm telling you, right now, there's a couple kids down there. There's another one. There's a freshman from Southeast Polk. I went to school with his dad. His last name is Winfrey. incredible to watch.
Is he a heavyweight or is he?
He's light. He's a lighter kid.
Okay.
So there are some fantastic wrestlers. Drayshawn Ross right now, he's special. Another kid, I went to school with another kid that's going to go to Iowa State, Max Daybolt from Ankeny Centennial. Went to school with his dad, Rocky, who is as tough as his name.
Great name, by the way. Great name,
Rocky Daybolt.
But it literally was like Arlo in the backyard throwing up a toy and playing with it.
And Winfrey, thanks, Senorita Puffer. Winfrey Newman, he's their 106. He's a 106 pounder. Southeast Polk's just fun to. I mean, they're all their wrestlers are.
You got to believe, and wrestlers are mentally tough. I don't know if there's a more mentally tough athlete than a wrestler. You got to believe if you're in that heavyweight division and he's in. I mean, I don't know how you can go into it going, I got a chance.
Trav, that's happened over time. I mean, we've had enough 4-time state champions in the state of Iowa, and it does become a thing usually when a guy's a 3-time state champion or when a guy is dominant like this or has a Division I scholarship and everybody in the state knows how great he is. Oftentimes, teams will avoid that wrestler. So you don't even really get a chance. You know, the teams will, if you're a great wrestler and you want a chance to win a state title, but you've got a Drayshawn Ross, you're going to do everything you can to get to a different weight class. And that's not like, oh, you're too big of a wimp to go fight. No, I've wrestled the kid 9 times as a kid, and I'm 0-9.
And lost by technical fall every single time.
Ragdolled. I'm not doing it anymore. I want to win. I'm glad you saw that because when I got down there yesterday, we were all talking about it, and I kept saying that to people. I'm like, I mean, he did that to another kid that qualified at state. He'd whip all our asses. That kid would whip all our asses, and you saw him. He gets hit like the second takedown, and he looks at his coach, is like, "What's this?" This is a different level.
Is a technical fall and a pin worth the same amount of points?
No,
pin's worth more, right?
Yep.
That's why I'm wondering why you just don't.
Am I right
pin him in like 10? Why don't you just pin him in 10 seconds instead of just doing the technical fall? Or is there something about you that just watch this?
Man, no, I am. I'm drawing a blank.
It's all right.
Yes, I'm almost certain it's 3 for a win, 4 for a major decision, 5 for a tech fall, 6 for a pin.
Okay,
and 6 for a forfeit or a DQ.
I mean, he could have pinned the kid in probably 10 seconds if he wanted to. Instead, he went 55 seconds. Do you know one of Des Moines' coolest spots right now? It's called The Empire. Start your morning with fresh coffee drinks and made-to-order breakfast sandwiches, then swing back for lunch favorites like Chicago beef, flatbreads, or chicken pot pie. And don't forget happy hour. Everybody loves happy hour. Buy one, get one free beer, wine, and well cocktails from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday. Perfect for after-work drinks or dinner with friends. The Empire keeps things fast, fresh, and affordable. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash and a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
With over 260 beers on tap, El Bait Shop isn't just another craft beer bar. It's the best. Beer lovers know El Bait Shop, 200 Southwest 2nd, Des Moines.
There's a new spin on casual dining near Drake University. Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers. Craveable faves, flatbreads, delicious burgers, frozen cocktails, and a crazy cool vibe. Get to Lucky Horse Beer and Burgers today.
My name's Gary Presnell, and I'm a residential home mortgage banker for Northwest Bank in Des Moines Metro Market. I've been financing people's homes for over 25 years, and I'm an expert in financing VA loans, FHA loans, IFA loans, and new construction homes. This is my cat Norm. Norm knows football, but he doesn't know mortgage. And that's where I come in. There are a lot of Tom, Dick, and Norms out there doing loans. So don't just trust anyone with your home loan. I'm your local, trusted, experienced expert.
Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, I'm John Lenners with Willis Lexus, and it's February, and you know what that means, Valentine's Day. If you're looking for that special gift, we've got some options. We've got 0% for up to 72 months on RZ and $2,000 off. We also have some RX and NX plug-in hybrids with low rates as low as 2.9 for 48 months. We have a great selection of inventory, and we invite you to stop out and take one for a test drive or visit us online at willislexus.com for the most updated sale prices.
Hi, it's Noel. If you're thinking about popping the question, start with a jeweler you can trust. At Fiscus Jewelers, we offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, featuring stunning engagement rings and rare and forever natural diamonds, pre-screened with advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together, and our CAD drawings are always free. And when it's time to say I do, don't forget the guys. We offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Back to the rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
515-517-2303. That is the number to call if you want to participate in the show, because now and for the rest of the show, it's time for the Iowa Lottery Weekly Woohoo!
Oh, man, I forgot it was Friday. Yeah.
It's Friday, and that means that's right. Iowa Lottery is making Winionaires each week, and this week's prize pack includes some new tickets, Fire 7s and Ice 7s, as well as Cash Frenzy. Both of these tickets are part of some awesome new Second Chance promotions going on. By the way, on the Second Chance promotion, you got to be a VIP club member to enter your non-winning tickets. If you're not a VIP, sign up for free at iowalottery.com/VIP. But if you have a weekly woohoo, two ways to do it. One, and listen, the weather's not great right now. You're sitting at home, you're listening, you're like, you know what? I want to win $90 worth of stuff, and you might win more money. We've had many stories of people who win more money from the Iowa Lottery. And Matt's going to be joining us on Monday, by the way, to talk about a new promotion that starts on Sunday. So Matt's going to be joining us from the Iowa Lottery on Monday. But what was I going to say? Oh, so you can win money. We had one yesterday. Rhonda Knutson wrote it. Rhonda said, hey, this is my woohoo.
Woohoo.
Our second grandchild, which was a grandson, was born today, Thursday, February 19th, and everyone is healthy and doing well.
Nice.
Tell you what, you had those grandbabies? That's awesome. First gift should be a pair of earbuds so they can listen to the Rush Radio Show every single day and get them conditioned so they can listen to us. If you have a woohoo, you can submit it online. Go to therushradio.com. Click the promotions tab. There's a little thing that says woohoo. Just give us your information. Makes it really, really easy. If you don't want to do that, you can always call us at 515-517-2303.
Can we get onesies on the gift shop that say, I poop my pants listening to The Rush?
Ooh.
Or we could even get bigger shirts for our older audience. I pooped my pants listening to The Rush. Big seller.
I poop my pants. Listen to The Rush. I like it.
Poop my pants.
515-517-2303. Let's go to Kirk. Kirk, welcome to the Rush Radio Show. First of all, do you have a woo-hoo?
My woo-hoo is that today's the day, fellas, that spring training baseball starts here in Mesa, Arizona.
Oh, are you
here in Mesa?
I'm calling you live poolside at the Hyatt Place, approximately a mile and a half, not even a mile and a half from Sloan Park, where the Chicago Cubs will face off against the Chicago White Sox today for game 1.
Wow. Cubs, White Sox, spring training, Mesa, Arizona. You're there. Question for you, Kirk, because this is a good woohoo. This is a really good woohoo.
Poolside from Mesa, live at 6:35 on a snowy morning. By the way, Kirk, did you know that you're?
It's 5:35 in Mesa.
Yeah, it's 5. That's right. Yeah, 5:35. And by the way, you're calling in and telling us, giving us that visual while there's 6 inches of snow on the ground. That's I appreciate it.
Jerk.
That's nice.
Jerk.
No, I like it.
I do too.
No. But here's the thing, fellas. I own a lawn care business in Iowa, and I'm relying on college kids in Ames, Iowa, to go out and clear snow right now. And I had 3 guys bag out on me this morning. I've been up since 3:45 Arizona time.
Oh.
The boss can't even go. You should know better. You should know better. You can't go on vacation in wintertime.
It hasn't snowed since freaking November.
I know it. And guess when the last time I was in Arizona was over Thanksgiving, and that's when we had a snowstorm too. My wife is really getting fed up with us not being able to go anywhere without it being a snowstorm.
But here's the thing. Hey, Kirk, it's just us gals, right? She can't hear us, right?
Yeah.
Just us. Hey, here's the deal.
Okay. No, she's sleeping. She's sleeping.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Duh. So here's the deal. She got to go on the vacation. She gets to sleep in. You're the one that's out.
Oh, I know.
You've delivered, my man. You've delivered. Here, and I got to give you a hats off on this, Kirk, because my dad for many years was in the same boat as you. Owned not a little small contractor business, and we pushed a lot of snow in the winter. My dad did not make my mom lived in Wisconsin, grew up in Wisconsin. That's where my grandparents lived on the farm. My dad missed about 80% of those trips because it might snow. And I got to stick around in case it snows. And then, of course, you'd get back, there'd be no snow. That was always.
Damn it. Well, I tell you what, do you do spring training on a regular basis? Kirk, do you go down?
I actually have season tickets. So we'll come down. We're here now until Tuesday, and then we'll come back in March for the exact same, 19th through the 24th.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
So,
I have heard, so you've done that for a while, because I've heard that the ticket prices have really skyrocketed, and like to go down and see a game, to see the Cubs play in spring training, whereas it used to be very affordable, is not so affordable anymore. Is that true?
No. Well, so it's interesting because I have 4 season tickets because thinking our kids would come sometimes and they don't care. So I sell out the extra ones, but today's game, I think if you look at the map, if you guys are interested, but section 118, and I'm in row 10, and we have aisle seats 1 through 4. And they were $44 a piece for today's game. That's my face value. The most expensive tickets all spring training long there's 4 games, and 2 of them are the last 2 against the Yankees, and those were $52 face value.
That seems pricey for a spring game, but it is Major League Baseball.
It's Major League Baseball, and near the end, you get all the top players, because obviously they're really ramping up towards regular season. And it's not, none of the stadiums are that big. So it's in the cheapest tickets are $36. So,
well, have fun. And I hope you find some work for us from today. And if you end up winning, Kirk, you'll get a weird text from me. It'll be a 402 number. So don't freak out.
No worries. Okay.
Right. Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Bye.
It's a hard job to find people to do.
Because
you need them. It pays well. But you got to have them at, hey, I need you at 2 a.m. For how long? 24 hours?
515-517-2303. Terry, welcome to the Rush Radio Show. Powered by Willis Automotive.
Well, good morning, Rushers. Ross, Eli did amazing. It was a cute brunette that does the regular reporting. She's I don't know what what her technical job title is or what her name, but she is who interviewed Eli.
Okay.
She was interviewing all sorts of kids, kind of just doing a regular, where are you from? Kids were saying, yay, we're from Osage, go team. Yay, we're from Southeast Polk, go team. But he did amazing.
Okay.
But my weekly woohoo is I'm packing I will be leaving this weekend, going for the Grumpy Old Men ice fishing cribbage tournament. And
are you going to Wisconsin? Are you going to Wisconsin?
I am. I'm doing the Grumpy Old Men tournament next weekend up in Wabasha. So I have to, keep practicing my ice fishing skills, even though there won't be any ice. But I will be in Wisconsin, well, Minnesota technically, and enjoying one of my favorite movies. So, woo-hoo!
It is. So Terry, here's the deal. Here's the difference between.
By the way, this is Carrie. This is my friend Carrie.
Carrie. I'm sorry. Came up as Carrie.
Yeah. But I recognized her voice as she was talking there. And then I was gonna even say, hey, I think I saw that you were doing some ice fishing, but you're doing more ice fishing. Very cool.
So Carrie, here's the difference between men and women, or at least you and me. You say Eli was interviewed by the cute brunette. I would have said he was interviewed by a really hot brunette. I mean, that's the difference between men and women.
Okay, I can appreciate that, I'll find out what her name was, and I'll find the video and send it to you. I'll send it to you, Ross, so that way you can sketch.
Mick sent it to me. Our buddy Jeep Stud, Mick sent that to me, so I will check that out. But if you want, I'd appreciate that, Carrie. Thanks a lot. Travel safe.
Thanks, Carrie.
I love it.
Talk to you
will.
soon.
Thank you.
515-517-2303. Let's go to Randy in Des Moines. Randy, welcome to the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. What's your woo-hoo?
My woo-hoo is that I have gone through 1 week of not smoking, and it's a big deal. I'm going to be 70 in a few weeks, and I'm just really proud of myself, and my kids are certainly happy as well.
That a boy? Are you using the Shantix? Are you doing Shantix or anything like that?
No, I'm using the patch and 4 milligram lozenges to get me through. And I don't know. I'm just so grateful that, and God is certainly in the mix here.
So if I can ask, Randy, how long have you been smoking and how many packs a day were you?
I was on 1 pack a day. I started smoking on Valentine's Day when I was 21.
Ooh.
And I'm going to be 70 on March 21st. But I quit smoking on Valentine's Day this year.
That's incredible.
49 years. Congratulations, Randy. That is awesome. That really, really good for you. And 1 week in, are you feeling good about it? I mean, you feeling like you got all the weeks left?
I'm feeling great.
Good.
The snow really bind me up because I was walking about 4 miles a day, and the snow really and the cold put me in a bind that I just, it's hard to get out and walk it when it's 20 degrees out. So
yeah, I'm
just really grateful that, I don't know. And it's just, I have to say, God is good because, I know I got sober 12 years ago, and I couldn't do it without that higher power. So I'm grateful for you guys too. It was fun to get up and watch you this morning, and you're on the women's hockey team.
Oh, look at this!
I thought one of the hockey girls was going to take that stuffed animal and rip its head off.
I know.
When they gave it to her.
They literally looked at it like, what the hell are you giving me? You giving me a stuffed animal?
Yeah, I really did. I thought one of those Canadian girls was going to take it and rip the head off. But one of those stuffed animals.
Good stuff, Randy. Well, congratulations.
Yes.
That's definitely worthy, and keep it up. Don't fall off the wagon there. Or you stop drinking, but don't start smoking again.
I know. Getting through this weekend is going to be a big deal too. So
yeah.
Anyway, God bless you guys. Have a great day.
Thanks a lot, Randy.
Thanks,
Good
Randy.
job on you, buddy.
Good luck tomorrow too.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
we would take a cheering section. If you all want to come out to the Recplex and wear your Rush gear and go, let's go Rush, let's go Rush, that would be awesome. I need the moral support. I need the validation because I'm that insecure.
Because I'm not insecure. That's why I need you guys.
No, because I am insecure. Because I'm not insecure.
I thought that was your version of the my best trait is my humility.
No,
that's my favorite.
Not at all.
What would you say your best trait is? Probably my humility. I did hear a good one the other day. Do you know what? One of the things that Steve Jobs apparently was known for doing in an interview was 1 minute of dead silence, where he would oftentimes just stare directly at the candidate. They said he would ask a question. How's the family? Oh, everybody's good. And he'd go, good.
He probably wanted to see if you would remain eye contact with him. And if you...
He wanted to see how comfortable you were in those uncomfortable moments. Because he knew, you're going to be negotiating for me. You're going to be making these big decisions. I need you to be comfortable in uncomfortable situations. But even like the guy that was giving this interview was telling the story, it was like one of his assistants. He said, it got awkward. And most people couldn't handle it. Most people would just start talking. Whatever the last question was. So my mom, she still lives in Des Moines. You want to know more about my mom? She
is that a dick move or is it a smart move?
I don't know. I mean, dude, he was a pretty smart guy.
Yeah.
Can it be both? Here's what I was going to ask you. What do you think those Olympic stuffies are going for?
So
I'm on eBay.
So who is it? Courtney and Milo? Or Tina
and Milo.
I'm going to say right now, fresh off the Olympics is going on right now. You can get a stuffed animal that has not been presented to an athlete for.
Oh.
You see what I'm doing there? Because if you can prove that you actually, because somebody's going to sell that thing, right? They're going to go, I want the medal. I don't want the stuffed animal. I can make money.
That's why, because when Randy just said that, I'm like, well, that Canadian girl should just go sell it.
Yeah. I'm going to guess a stuffed animal is going for. I'm going to throw a shot in the dark here. $75. $75.
So good at this game, dude. The official Olympic 2026 Winter Olympics mascot plush toy right now on sale is $66.99.
Yeah, but if I was on The Price is Right, I went over. I went over if I was on The Price is Right.
I got buddies that watch The Price is Right like on the daily. It's like, well, it's on in their office or something. Apparently, yesterday in the Showcase Showdown, one lady lost by $11.
Oh,
one guy was $11. One person was $11 closer. And Travis, you threw a wrinkle in there that I think showed that, because I saw some right away on eBay that popped up for like $500-$600. I wonder if those were athlete presented ones.
Could be.
You know what? I'm glad.
Buyer beware, man. You need a photo and a signed thing, because if you don't know it's an actual athlete one, you're getting ripped off at $500.
Yeah. This is why I was sitting with Jay last night from JCD and Hobby, and we were talking about him coming on.
Advertising on the Rush?
We seriously were talking about him coming on because this is such a great medium for what he has. He's got a warehouse full of unbelievable collectible stuff. So every week he could come on and be like, oh, do you guys want to see some amazing sports memorabilia? He was telling me the other day about a bunch of wrestling figure. He bought like a guy's wrestling collection from him, and we were going through the pictures. Oh, so much fun to look back at all that old stuff.
Like singlets and stuff, or just
no wrestling, WWF.
Okay.
Figurines, WWF figurines, and man, did you ever have the big rubber rubber wrestling dolls that you.
Well, I had a Stretch Armstrong growing up.
Yeah, so Stretch Armstrong actually might have been for a toy because it was flexible and you could stretch and do all sorts of fun things with Stretch Armstrong. These were hard rubber toys. They didn't articulate at all. So
you said hard rubber toys. I find myself funny. Sorry. I apologize. Lord, I apologize.
On this holy week
where Lent starts, you say hard rubber toys, and my mind just goes, oh.
Such a pervert. I love it so much. I don't know why.
That's a pervert. I love it, and I don't know why.
But yeah, WWF had these really popular toys in the 80s and 90s, but they were not, it wasn't like you could move the wrestlers' arms around and do that. I mean, they were literally stiff, hard. You threw this at your buddy, it left a welt. Don't remember these, huh?
I don't. But again, you're aging me out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
I had some real nerdy wrestler knowledge last night that was sitting in the back of the vault somewhere. Because he was going through all the stuff that he had purchased, and he was like, "Man, one of these, it was actually worth quite a bit. It was still in the package." He goes, "I was kind of surprised by it because it's not." He goes, "It was a wrestler. It would surprise you." The 1-2-3 Kid. Oh, I know that guy. I know his story. And I rattled it off to Jay. He's like, "You're a wrestling nerd?" I'm like, no. And he didn't say nerd. That's not Jay's words. Jay's like, "You're into wrestling?" I go, "No, I was just in my brain somewhere. I knew that dude." His
1-2-3 Kid.
Yeah. He ended up becoming X-Pac, and then a character by the name of Six, and then he was Six-Pac. But more importantly, he was a part of the NWO when they broke off and did their own little thing. So anyway, again, nerdy wrestling stuff that hanging in my brain.
I do like that idea.
Jay'd be a fun dude to talk to.
And that would be, I'm not into weekly stuff. Bruno comes on weekly.
Yeah,
but
once a month, have him do like a thing from his warehouse.
Well, no, that is actually something unique on a weekly basis. Just one piece of rare sports memorabilia that you have, right? Or something you're like, you're not going to believe this is worth money. Like a lunch pail. That's like, I had that lunch pail when I was growing up. If I just would have held on to it.
He had one he was talking about because Star Wars figurines are a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
He had one that he told me about that we'll have to have him come on and tell us the story about this one specific figurine that he hadn't even really seen much of. And a guy came in. This is the way the universe works, man. God's got a way. Guy basically came in and said, "Hey, I'm looking for this very odd piece." And Jay's like, "Okay, man, I'll let you know if I ever find it." And he's like 4 days later, it walked in my store.
Manifestation.
He's like, I called the guy. I said, "You're not going to believe what just walked in the door." And it was something that it was a specific Star Wars figurine that had a specific piece of clothing or something.
And probably the seller and the buyer had no idea how much it was worth, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if I've never heard of it, it's not worth anything. But then you're like, oh, how bad do you want this? Wow.
So yeah, like the mascots, Randy. Good job, Randy. Congratulations on the 1 week of not smoking. That's fantastic.
Did you ever
really
smoke?
Happy for
Did you ever smoke?
For like a week in high school. My dad and my brother both smoked, and I was trying to date this girl that smoked. She was smoking.
I was a weird smoker. And it drove my wife nuts.
Yeah, you did smoke from.
I was a weird smoker, and I only smoked at work because when I was so I was on television, and you have to produce, and you write all your own stuff, you produce your show. I would go outside and I would just smoke to think about how I would put the show together, and I became convinced that I wrote better and I produced a better show because I had that hit, right? And so I would Marlboro ultralights and I would just sit out there and think about how I would formulate a show. And I wouldn't smoke at home. I wouldn't smoke in the car. I would only literally smoke at work. It's bizarre.
I had this vision of you smoking on a golf course with us one time. Did you smoke
probably
have borrow a smoke from somebody?
I probably borrowed one just for shits and giggles.
I'm thinking in the back of the tee box, you're sitting back there with a Virginia Slim in my head.
No, not a Virginia Slim. Not a Virginia Slim. Would have been a Marlboro. Probably, if you're thinking it's that long, it's probably a Marlboro Ultralight 100. But I mean, as soon as my wife said, "Hey, you can't do that anymore," I literally quit in a day. It wasn't like I had withdrawal or anything like that. But I went through my smoking phase.
49 years for Randy. 49
That's a
years
long time
smoking cigarettes, and
he should add up how much money he spent on cigarettes.
He should not.
No,
he should not. It's like Travis, when I remember I used to play video games, and I remember at one point, somebody showed me on PlayStation, you could find out the run hours of your PlayStation. How many hours? Oh, talk about a brick through the window. It was like, you've spent 9,000 hours on your PlayStation. And I was like, oh, I'm such a loser.
He a loser.
But I got a lot of NCAA titles, baby. I got Heisman trophies stacked up.
515-517-2303. If you have an Iowa Lottery Weekly, then you can try to win a $90 prize pack. We already want to thank Kirk, Carrie, Randy, and Rhonda. Had to get that one in. So you can keep them coming, folks, at 515-517-2303, or just go to therushradio.com. Click on the promo tab, enter your woo-hoo. It is the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
The Rush Radio is now on the free TuneIn app, allowing you to enjoy the show on Apple products and Android Auto. Download the free TuneIn app and search The Rush Radio to take Travis and Ross wherever you go.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
At Iowa Floor Covering, we believe great floors start with great service. Whether you're looking for a plush carpet, durable LVP, timeless hardwood, stylish laminate, or beautiful tile, including custom tile showers, we'll help you find the perfect fit. No pressure, no pushy sales tactics, just honest guidance from a team that listens. DIY Weekend Warrior, we've got the products and advice to set you up for success. Iowa Floor Covering, floors you'll love from people you can trust.
More Iowa in the Iowa Tap Room than you may realize. Housed in a building nearly as old as Iowa itself, the Iowa Tap Room greets you with a harvest of 120 Iowa craft beers on tap from all corners of the state. And the food doesn't get much more Iowa than this. The Iowa Tap Room, all Iowa beer, one amazing place.
There's always something new at Fong's Pizza and an ever-changing menu of tiki drinks. Or try our new noodle dishes alongside your favorite slice. It's all happening at the new Fong's in the East Village.
Thinking about buying a home? Get pre-approved in 30 minutes with Gary Presnell at Northwest Bank in Des Moines. Gary offers first-time home buyers programs, VA, FHA, IFA, and conventional loans. Call Gary at 515-975-6767 or find his profile at nw.bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Flowers and chocolates are nice, but what they really want this year is a new Nissan from Willis Nissan. Right now, get 0% APR on Rogue, Murano, and our remaining 2025 Pathfinders. And just arrived, the refreshed 2026 Pathfinder with updated styling and new advanced tech. In stock and going fast. February savings won't last. Come see us today at Willis Nissan or check out our inventory at willisnissan.com.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Hour number 2 of the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Happy Friday, everybody. Good to have you with us. Of course, Willis Lexus. Excitement is building for the all-new 2026 Lexus ES redesign. Hybrids continue to be extremely popular, and Lexus is offering strong finance incentives. Now is a great time to buy. Go to willisauto.com. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and leave your comments in the comment section. Listening on the audio stream at therushladio.com, the Rush Radio Android app, or the TuneIn app. Thank you so much. Thank you for following us on our social media channels. We're now on TikTok, if you didn't know that. And, of course, you can call the show at 515-517-2303. Tyler Kluber, I believe.
Schools are canceled.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's funny. When this happens, the real-time analytics is weird. Right? It can play with your mind because we've had a lot of people listen this week, and I'm like, man, we're the needle's moving. More people are finding us. You have a snow day where people got to dig themselves out. And I'm sitting there going, "Oh, that wasn't like it was yesterday. Where's everybody at?"
Yeah. I think it's about half. It seems like about if people are out of their routine, it seems like our numbers are about half or something. But anyway,
now, the great news is. You can always, if you miss a show, it's you can go to therushladio.com and just hit the live button. It's always on a repeat. And you may not know this, but starting at like midnight tonight through the weekend, we run all 5 shows. So it goes back to Monday and runs. So they run back to back to back. We have a podcast channel, and you can always find the replay on the YouTube channel too. So thanks to everybody who takes time to listen and watch us.
Didn't know Ryan, one of our listeners, and didn't know Ryan was a snowplower. Been plowing since 9 p.m. I wonder if he means. No, I shouldn't say.
And nobody can go that long. Nobody can go that
That's a long night for you, brother. And good on you, buddy.
And here's the deal, Ryan. Good on you, because Ross was bitching this morning. I don't have any coffee. I'm off. That's the way I heard it in my ears. I don't think it's probably the way you said it.
I thought that was just between us.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to.
I thought I could whine a little bit this morning. I didn't sleep good. My back hurts. I slept wrong, and so my back hurts.
Don't have any coffee.
I don't have coffee.
See, that's what I deal with.
That's all I did. I did that for 9 seconds. That's all I needed to do. Let me do my little pouty pout, visit Pity City, stop, get some gas, and drive out of town. My back hurts. I don't have coffee.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be calling you on my way to Des Moines for the wheelchair basketball game at 5:30 in the morning. Man,
They're not.
I'm not going to call you. You don't want me to wake you up?
Call me at 5:30. You're going to be calling. You're going to be ringing.
Hi, this is Ross Peterson with Agency Iowa.
I'll answer. Hey, what?
No, I'm not going to call you then.
Yeah, everything okay?
I'll call you when I get to Stewart.
Okay.
That's what I always do. Hey, I'm in Stewart. I'm a half hour out. I mentally prepared myself for the Social Security Administration yesterday, Ross. I went back knowing that I had a task to conquer because, the Social Security Administration told me my earliest appointment could be March 26th. Can't wait that long. So I rolled the dice, took another number out, waited for 2.5 hours to get to the window. But I got what I needed, and they were happy. You know why? Because what I needed took 1 minute.
No way.
One freaking
way.
minute. 1 minute. I waited 2.5 hours for 1 minute. Everybody else was going up. It was like a 15, 20, 30-minute consultation. I walked up. I handed them a death certificate. I handed them the powers of attorney. They said, can we see your ID? Showed it to them. They printed it out. 1 minute. I had the piece of paper I needed. Now, I look back now, and I was able to send all the paperwork off yesterday to the tax man. That 2.5 hours was worth it. But I'm like, you need just like a window that if you know it's going to be a fast transaction, just make it happen.
They do something like that at when you go downtown to get your it's not the DMV. I can't think of what it is downtown that I've had to go to a couple of times. If it's Social Security Administration down there, I don't remember. But when you walk in, they there's like one receptionist that says which task you're trying to accomplish. And then if it's because like if you would have been able to walk in yesterday and go, I've got all this, I'm trying to accomplish this. They should have had a window that goes, oh, that's our 1 minute. That's our 1 minute thing. Here, just right over there.
Literally just had to prove death, which I had the death certificate, had to prove that I'm the person in charge, show them an ID, and we were done.
Make an appointment 6 weeks out.
Yeah, for that.
For 1 minute.
For 1 minute. But you know what? I'm a happy guy today.
Yeah. Yeah, good for you. Good for you.
And my brothers are going to be happy too, because that means they get money faster. Because I'm not paying out until the taxes are paid. So as soon as I sign that tax return, mom's officially done, and you can all have your money.
It must be Social Security or tax and tags, because a couple people are waiting it. But yeah, there's one of those down there on right by the river on Court. You got to go in, walk all the way to the back, but it's a fast process because there's a quarterback there handed off to people.
Yeah. I think we can all put to rest now, and it was never a viable, serious pitch. It's just was a ploy to get into the news. The Chicago Bears are not going to be coming to Iowa. And if you ever once thought that was a possibility, then you're gullible. And I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you. Yesterday, Ross, the Indiana legislature moved something through the Ways and Means Committee to allow an entertainment authority to levy bonds or issue bonds and stuff like that, which means the Chicago Bears are closer to moving to the state of Indiana. Now, we need to look at this. I saw, and I'm a big fan of Rachel Nichols. She used to be on ESPN. And, she kind of went into this thing of, when a billionaire owns the team, they have a duty to protect the legacy of the Chicago Bears, meaning the Chicago Bears should be in Chicago, right? Let's look at, and first of all, if you're a billionaire, that's not liquid cash. You need to separate. It's not like they can go out and spend $1 billion, right? That's stocks, earnings, that's real estate. There's a bunch that goes into that billion. Not that I feel sorry for billionaires, but just don't think that they can write a check for everything, because that's not the way it works. Second of all, this is on the Wolf Lake property in Hammond, Indiana. Ross, when we talk about the metro where I live, it is the Omaha Council Bluffs metro, right?
Yeah.
Meaning, if something happens in Council Bluffs, most people say it's in Omaha, even though they know it's on the Iowa side of the river. This Wolf Park area is 25 minutes from where Soldier Field sits right now. It's on the other side of the bridge. It's not like they're leaving Chicago. Hammond, Indiana is a suburb of Chicago.
I hadn't looked at how remarkably close it was to the border until just now.
Everybody's
you're fishing the same water. You're a big
100%.
Holy cow! Yeah, that's right there. That's right there.
It's not like they're going to be called the Hammond Bears.
Yeah.
They're going to be the Chicago Bears. I bet most people from Hammond, Indiana, say they're from Chicago.
Exactly. There you go. Yeah, we're from Chicago, and then that conversation of, well, I mean, it's easier to say Chicago than Hammond, Indiana, because Hammond, Indiana sounds like you live on a farm.
100%.
Rachel Nichols, man, I like her a lot. I've always liked her.
I think she's good. I think she's
really good. I disagree with everything she said there. Disagree with everything she said there.
You have a duty to protect the legacy.
You don't.
You don't. It's your team. It's not like you're moving it out of the market. You're not making it any more difficult for Bears fans to go to Soldier than it would be to go to Soldier Field. You're going to have a much better stadium, and you have a local entity that's willing to work with you. And the Bears were going to put, $2 billion of their own money into the stadium in Arlington Heights. It came down to infrastructure and property taxes. They wanted to say, hey, listen, look at everything we're going to bring here. Can we work out a different property tax payment plan? And some people should say, there'll be some people probably listen, you shouldn't get breaks. If you're bringing something of value to the city, that's called a negotiation.
Yeah.
When you're talking about that kind of investment, I have no problem with perks for people who want to better a community. And that will better a community.
There's so much to it, though, Travis. There's so much nuance on that public funding state. We've talked over and over about this. I spent all day yesterday down at the Casey Center, right? That arena sparked something in downtown Des Moines that turned that place around. Turned 100%. Around downtown Des Moines from a, quite frankly, a shithole. You stayed away from downtown. It was seedy bars. And then that was one of the many things that helped with it. That was one of the biggest dominoes that happened. So I'm all for understanding that it helps the community to do something like that, to have a nice event, have a nice venue where you can get nice events. I mean,
and spurs look at the hotels that have been
economic
built.
Growth that happens around it, and then that starts jobs to build those things. You're right. Yeah, it's a huge thing. It also, sometimes you look at these and you go, wait a minute, but then at the end of it, the billionaire gets to walk away with all of the stuff, and that doesn't seem fair. There should be something back for the taxpayer that helps build this stuff. Man, that B word, the billionaire. Let's talk about that for a second. None. Don't say no. Almost no team owners today got wealthy because they owned a team.
No, it's their toy.
It's a toy. They're billionaires. They're billionaires. And then we get to say, well, hey, once you spend your billions on this thing, you have a loyalty to us fans, right? When you buy a boat, do you take the last family that owned it out on the lake? And what would you do if you bought a boat and somebody said, hey, you have a duty to take the people that own the boat before you? You would say, and I'm not a billionaire. And I'd say, I'm an American, damn it, that's mine. I do what I want with my things. These guys are billionaires, men and women. Look at that. So
now Humphrey says this: public money should not be used to help the ultra rich. It's helping more than the ultra rich, though.
So we agree. I mean, honestly, we can agree with Humphrey and say you're right. It shouldn't. So the pitch is, and you can think it's just a sales pitch, but I think that there's some truth to it. In the community's going to spend this money because it's going to help their community. You want to have this nice stadium so that you can have nice events and other venues will pop up around it. So you are going to benefit from this. That's exactly what I'm saying. Where we get mad is when the public spends a bunch of money and then on the end of the contract, you go, oh, wait a minute. None of that. It didn't help our community at all. Casey Center is a great example. And I know Humphrey. I grew up with him. He knows what downtown was like when we were kids. There's no way in hell you'd have taken your family down there for a dinner. And now, and a lot of that is because tax dollars were spent to build a nice arena. When you're doing it for a specific team like this, it's very easy to put a name on it and a face and go, a billionaire is the guy that's going to benefit from this thing. Yeah, and that's how the guy became a billionaire, is by negotiating good contracts. But there is a benefit to the community as well.
Now, I will admit this, that unfortunately or fortunately, the upper hand in most negotiations, the city or the taxpayer or the government would probably have the upper hand. When you have an NFL franchise, look at Kansas City. A lot of people are saying Kansas gave one of the worst deals. Now, Clark Hunt's going, look at the deal I got for Kansas City. It's all how you work the deal out. And if you sell your soul for it because you're so desperate, that's on you.
And this is not doing that. You're still the Chicago Bears. Moving to the Quad Cities. You're not going to be the Chicago Bears in Moline. How ridiculous. And by the way, this announcement today is not like, hey, it's rock solid, stamped in stone. This is just, they're maneuvering the political pieces that they need to maneuver to get the financing in place, right? Or get the zoning and all that stuff. Is that what
they need to move forward, because the Soldier Field lease expires in 2033. And so now you've got a window of and building a brand new stadium is not an easy endeavor at $3 to $4 billion.
Oh my God. What is happening in the world? How long does that take? 3 years?
Probably 2.5 to 3 years to complete. But then you got to look at all the other infrastructure around it. If you're going to put hotels up right away, I mean, how long is Sci-Town taking, right? I mean, it's not easy to do that stuff.
How much did that?
I tell you what, where I live, I would rather have a public-private relationship like this, take a chance to generate revenue with a team and bring other businesses. We are putting over here in Omaha a streetcar in. We are putting a streetcar in. Why? Why are we putting a streetcar in? So, and they're not even running it from the airport to downtown. They're starting downtown. Much like Des Moines, Omaha's a commuter town, right? You're like, I'm just going to go park on the street, park in the parking garage, and I'll go. And it's only going to go from downtown to midtown. Okay, that doesn't help anybody out. At a price tag of $400 million, and it's going to be free. How can you have a free streetcar?
It's at a cost of $400 million. It's free.
It's free.
That reminds me of when I was a little kid, and you would hear Bryant Gumbel, and he would be doing the preview for tomorrow's show, and he would say, "That's tomorrow on Today. It costs $485 million to be free. You only have to pay a $70 bajillion price tag, and then it's free." Do you not understand? Travis, 2016, I had to do some searching here, because when you said $2 to $3 billion, real number, what do you think is that what they're projecting for a new stadium for Kansas City or for Chicago?
I think Kansas City is going to be 3 to 3.5 billion for a new stadium.
Because I had to look this up, and man, I wouldn't have guessed. If you'd asked me, when did US Bank Stadium open up in Minneapolis, I would have thought like 2019, pre-pandemic, 2016.
Let me guess. 2016, that stadium was between 1.1 and $900 million. 1.1 billion to 900 million. That's my guess.
Just a guess, huh? Just a guess.
Yeah. Am I off?
US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, which opened in 2016, cost approximately $1.1 billion to construct.
You hate it when I do this, don't you?
I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it's so cool. The project was funded through a partnership with the Minnesota Vikings, contributing around $477 million while public funding from the state and city covered approximately the other $500 million.
Almost 50-50. So it's 51, 52-49, or 52-48. 515-517-2303.
Wow.
Jim, welcome to the Rush Radio Show powered by Willis Automotive. What's up, Jim?
Well, hey, guys, are you still taking a weekly?
Absolutely.
What's up, Jim?
Oh, great. Yeah.
No,
I just tuned in. So I just tuned in, so I wasn't sure. Yeah. So, well, I got a weekly woohoo. I recently, this past week, semi-retired. I was able to sell off a portion of our family business. So I got a nice check out of that deal. And now instead of working 6-7 hour days, I work 4-hour days and help my wife with the other portion of our family business and have a lot more energy, getting a lot of stuff done around the house. I've got some doctor appointments and some optometrist appointments taken care of. And it's just really nice to not have that ball and chain of a daily workload and I'm just loving life.
Excellent stuff, Jim. Excellent stuff. Congratulations, by the way.
That's great, Jim. Happy
All
for
right,
you,
hey,
sir.
thanks a lot.
I'm always happy. The relief in a person's voice. Talked to my buddy Tyson the other day. He was down in Florida.
It's
Retired.
like a weight lifted.
It's a different. I've met Jim before, and not that he would ever sounded stressed or anything like that. He's a pretty cool dude. But you hear that like, I did it. I did it, man. I did it.
Tyler Kluber going to be joining us, I believe, around 7:30. A couple basketball games this weekend because I don't want to ignore these because I do want to talk college football with Tyler. I'm going to save that. But Cyclone's going to be on the road tomorrow night. That's going to be a 9:30 game against BYU. Third straight game against a top 25 team, Ross. Third straight game. And 2 were in the top 10. This one's going to be a top 25 matchup. Late Saturday night. The time, God, I know I put too much stock in this, and I probably worry about it too much. 9:30 is late. You almost wish, I wish it was an afternoon game. I think about. I am old, but no. I mean,
we are not you. We are, buddy, because I'm with you. 9:30. Might as well tip that game off at 2 a.m.
Yes, but I'm even thinking of players, right? You're used to playing at 11, 1, 2, 3, 6. 9:30 gets up there, and your body clock's off because it's 7:30 out there. You think it's 9:30 internally? I don't know.
Yeah, it's 9:30 in your body. It's 7:30 for them. It's definitely an advantage for them to play the game that late. Tyler says they do that on purpose.
Wouldn't surprise me. Like, hey, if you have one advantage, play it as late as you can. Iowa's going to be on the road on Sunday. They're going to be at Wisconsin. How many times do you think they've won in Madison in the last 25 years?
3.
And by the way, Berger's not wrong. A top 25 contest Saturday night at 9:30 is ridiculous. It's silly.
Yeah.
He's not wrong. That should be an ESPN or ABC game in the afternoon. Highlight your best teams playing. Back to my question. How many times do you think Iowa's won in Madison in the last 25 years?
3.
Very good.
Is it really?
You're good at this game. You're good at this game. Look at you. You read the show sheet. Good job.
I'm going to pick out a prize. Oh, did you have it on the show sheet?
I
did not read it. I swear to God, I didn't read it.
Your prize is Milo, the stuffed animal from the Olympics.
That'll be on eBay.
3 times.
You can find
in 25 years.
You can find it at JCD and Hobby in the next
3 times in 25 years.
It's a tough place to play, and Wisconsin for a long time was, say the class of the Big Ten is wrong, but man, they were a perennial powerhouse, right? They were a perennial team that you just didn't want to play. They were always tough. So I can't, that seems about right. And by the way, Wisconsin still feels that way to me. I know they've had years where they probably don't feel as hell when you make runs to the Final Four.
Yeah.
Start to expect that all the time, right? It's a good squad, a good team again this year, but that number doesn't surprise me a bit because Wisconsin was one of the I hate to say premier.
They weren't the premier, but they were pretty dominant. They're in the upper half of the Big Ten on a consistent basis.
There. One of the top 2, 3, 4, it seemed like. And you could rotate that other group between Michigan State and Purdue and some other teams that would slide in and out. Ohio State had a few teams that had runs, right?
Yeah.
Iowa would show up in those teams. Wisconsin was always there during that time.
515-517-2303. Let's go to Joe. Joe, who is your weekly? What's going on?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, Joe.
My weekly woohoo last Friday about 9:30. Last Friday morning, Friday the 13th, I took my National Registry paramedic exam and passed it, and I'm officially a nationally registered paramedic.
Nice.
Atta boy. Do you carry around an AED machine just in case?
No, I don't do that.
You should. I was out shoveling snow this morning. I'm like, I'm going to need an AED.
Oh, man. Yeah,
I'm
Joe.
going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the kind of weather that'll happen.
Yes, it will.
So, Joe,
was it a hard test?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
No.
Honestly, it was the easiest test I took all through paramedic school.
They're like, oh, you made it this far. Let's make it easy for him.
Yeah, apparently.
So what does this mean? I mean, are you like a Des Moines paramedic? Are you a West Des Moines paramedic?
Yeah, that was going to be my question. What's nationally registered paramedic mean? Does that mean, and what do you want to do with that?
I can work anywhere in the country as a paramedic.
Okay.
Saving lives is the same in Hawaii as it is in Maine.
Okay. Yep.
How long did it take you to do that? Just curious.
So we started school August of 2024, and our last day of class was June of 2025, and then you got to finish clinicals and ride time working on the ambulance, making sure that you know how to work on an ambulance, and then you got a couple other logistical hoops you got to jump through. But so yeah, it's about for school. It's 10 months. For the whole process, it's a year and a half.
Joe, do you have to take the test again? Do you have to like as a realtor, every 3 years I have to either do continued education or I have to go and take the test to prove that I know what I'm doing?
No, yeah. So every 2 years we have to have 60 hours of continuing education.
Okay.
You submit that into the state and to the National Registry, and then they recertify your certification.
Most national registrations and certifications and licensings are a total scam and useless. This is one that's not.
I mean, depends on who you ask.
Depends on who you ask. Joe, congratulations, man. A lot of hard work paying off for you. We're happy for you. Hey, where do you want to work?
Thank you. I'm sorry?
Where do you want to work? Since you can work anywhere in the country with this. See, Travis and I are landlocked. Travis and I are stuck where we are. Our roots are too deep. We can't. I am uniquely employable in Des Moines, Iowa.
Right. I will stay in Iowa until my daughter graduates high school in about 4.5 years, and then I'm moving south and getting out of this frozen wonderland.
I know what you're talking about. It's beautiful outside. It's gorgeous.
Thanks, Joe.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate it, man.
If that helps you sleep better at night, you keep telling yourself that.
My Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Yep. See you later.
Look at that. So now we got a paramedic on the staff, folks. If the plane starts to go down and we need a doctor, Joe.
Hey, are you a DIYer or do you want pro installation? Iowa Floor Covering has the flooring, the materials, and the know-how you need. From LVP to tile and carpet, head to iowafloorcovering.com and get started today. I wonder if they'll come over. What if they'll come over here? Because I'm gonna need some flooring here pretty soon. Some carpet. We could videotape it. We could do a lot of stuff with this.
That's
we
a
could
great idea.
Yeah.
You know, I could get carpet here in the studio. Look at the wheels turning.
Yes.
Look at the wheels turning.
Do you want to come 2 hours? because we can have fun with it. Just saying. Put a time lapse up. Do a lot of stuff. Tyler Kluver joins us when we come back on the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Game on. Keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
This is Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Hey folks, it's tax time. Why let that refund sit in your pocket when you can upgrade your ride? Head to Willis Chevrolet Granger for our tax time sales event. We've got over 100 vehicles in inventory ready to roll. Up to $5,000 off the popular Traverse. Score special APR rates including 1.9% on Silverados. And don't miss our selection of budget-friendly Trax and Trailblazers in stock now. Come in today to Willis Chevrolet Granger or visit us online at willischevy.com.
Hey, Tanner with Liberty Lawn and Landscape here. It may be chilly now, but before you know it, spring will be here. We are now booking for spring, so get a hold of us to schedule your next project today. Serving the Des Moines Metro, we specialize in a variety of services such as retaining walls, paver patios, edging and rocking, and much more. Now offering 3D renderings to show you exactly how your project will look before beginning. Liberty is proudly veteran-owned and ready to serve you today.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
Hi, it's Noel. At Fiskus Jewelers, we're honored by the fact that our customers continue to come back on purpose, and that trust means everything to us. For years, we've been privileged to be a part of life's most meaningful moments, and we never take that responsibility lightly. We proudly offer the largest inventory in Ankeny, cutting-edge custom designs, including free CAD drawings, and a team that takes the time to get it right. Thank you for choosing us year after year. Fiskus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Largest selection of German beer in the world? You'll find it at the Hessen House. From Doppelbocks to Oktoberfest to Hefeweizens and Dunkels, there's no passport needed for the deliciously different beer and food at the Hessen House. So grab your friends and make it a fun night out. The Hessen House, 4th and Court, Des Moines.
Hi, I'm Tom, owner at Central City Liquors. Our customers love us because we offer a large selection at an affordable price. And to keep costs low for you, we don't splurge on fancy promotions and expensive equipment. This commercial is being shot on a phone taped to a stick. Anyway, we are proud to announce our new rewards program that allows customers to save more the more they buy. So don't spend more to pay for fancy commercials. Save at Central City, where we know what's important. I told you we should have used duct tape.
Zach here, your favorite Willis Infinity Service Advisor. Get your car the Valentine's Day gift it deserves. Buy 3 tires and get the 4th one free, plus take $25 off a new battery. When you come in for service, we will include a free alignment check. Schedule online at willisinfinity.com.
Back like a rash you thought was gone. Travis and Ross aren't contagious, but they are addictive. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.
Welcome back to the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive. Happy Friday. Hope you are getting all your snow removed from your driveways, your sidewalks. Hope you have a good drive in to work today. Hope you get a good workout in like Tyler Kluver got last Friday.
True.
Did you get a good workout in last Friday?
It was fine. I'm not going to go into the details. You guys don't care. Right. It worked out. Yeah,
how'd you do in your competition?
Yeah.
I qualified.
Nice.
Attaboy.
Congratulations.
You know why? You know why he qualified? Because he was working out next to 2 hot chicks. And I mean, they were smoking hot. And that would be motivation, right? That would be like, I've got 2 smoking hot babes next to me. and I gotta go.
Yeah, they were
good looking. Yeah.
That's Brittany and Emily. They're nice ladies. They're very fit. Brittany was doing the qualifier as well. She qualified as well. So yeah, bunch of people from that gym and another one here in Waukee that are all going to be going down to Kansas City this summer because there's a lot of fit people around the area.
My
not me.
Courtney's friend Amanda qualified. It finished 8th. Feel like she said.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same one, but
it's. She's in a. Well, I think she's in a different class.
There's a bunch. There's divisions. Like once you hit 30,
divisions.
Once you hit 35, then you're a master.
35 is master.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that she was in the master division because then people would know that. But I didn't. I was thinking master division was like.
You gotta think about it, man. All that stuff that, I mean, you're asking like 35-year-olds to compete with like 24-year-old dudes who at 35 it's different. There's so many different things when it, like, as far as weight aerobically. Funny enough, I think people actually hit their strides. At least it kind of looks like people could hit their true peak in the mid to late 30s. Like you could be about 37, 38 and like really be at the top of your game long wise.
Wow.
But
I thought 27, 28 was the top of that.
Strength wise, you're looking at like mid to late 20s.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. But if you look at like endurance athletes, there's a lot of like truly world-class competitive endurance athletes who are in their mid 30s.
When you finally get sick of punishing yourself through weights, are you going to do endurance stuff to run away from whatever your problems are in your head?
Yeah. Probably not.
I thought you'd give that. Come on.
I like weights too much.
Okay.
I'm not a power lifter by any means, but I like
can see you doing those Barkley Marathon things.
No, I'm not going to do the Barkley Marathon. Okay. No shot on that.
Right.
I've ran them.
You could be an Olympian and run and snow ski up the hill.
That clip was crazy.
Told you guys.
Yeah, like that guy. That's some intense VO2 max right there. That's some crazy shit.
So I actually have a college football question, and I think you can offer some pretty good perspective here.
Oh, I'm good for. So
and Deion Sanders was denied again by the NCAA to take spring practice and play against or scrimmage or practice against an opposing team. They wanted to get together with Syracuse just to hit different bodies, just to have a different look. And the NCAA, for the second year in a row, denied him. He was like, let us be a pilot program. You don't have to let everybody do it. Let us be a pilot program to see what this is like. You've gone through 4 years of spring practice. Would it be beneficial to go say you went to Miami of Ohio, or they came there and just did a weekend scrimmage against somebody else besides the same people?
Yeah, I think yes, absolutely yes. You hear all the time. It wasn't my problem personally, but you hear all the time how at the end of camp in the fall, those guys are just ready to hit somebody in a different colored jersey, right? And it's not so much like the desire to, I mean, for some people it is. We actually have a interview with Bo Stevens. I was recent guard who's like known as just one of the nastiest like finishers across the country, offensive line wise. And he talked about on Monday's episode, people will hear him talk about how he just loves hitting with his head and he just loves to drive people into the earth. Like it was a true, there is some of that. Some people just enjoy that. They want to go do that to other people, but it's like, these are your boys, right? You spend all day with them, especially during camp. It's 2 weeks, 3 weeks worth of just, God, it would be nice to get out of the house a little bit and see somebody different, you know? It's, and then you bring in the schematic part of it as well, where, okay, now you're going to see a totally different offense potentially. You're going to see a totally different scheme. A lot of times in camp, or even in spring ball, you hear about, oh, the offense is doing well, the defense is doing well, and the caveat is always, yeah,
I could see it. Yeah,
you know your team's offense better than anybody else's. For Iowa, it's always been, man, the offense does not look good. It's like, yeah, you're going up against Iowa's defense, and they don't have any tricks. everybody knows Iowa's defense. Like, so it's this familiarity thing. And so, yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't let him go do that. It's probably just because it's the NFL.
NCAA.
The NFL has the no fun league for NFL. I'm sure we could come up with something for the.
But they actually do joint practices in the
No,
National
that's
Football
what
League.
That's what I'm saying is there's a KF is the biggest one on this. He's like, we have a league that has figured out like every way to do everything. Why don't we just copy them? And he's a lot of the times that gets brought up when it's talking about NIL and money and paying the players. But same thing here. Like, why wouldn't you let somebody go do you could do 2 days. You make it worth the travel. You go out there, do like a Friday afternoon practice, a Saturday morning practice. I don't know why you wouldn't. What's the downside? What is the negative? The schools are going to pay for it.
That's a good question, Travis. Has the NCAA said why this is?
It's because it's never been done, and what happens in the NCAA, it moves at a snail's pace. They left the door open, but they're like, it hasn't been studied. We haven't, we
studied
need
for what?
Member institutions on board. This is where they got to stop thinking Division 2, 3, and just think Division 1 football. That's all you have to think.
I don't understand where there's no logical person other than just no one singular person at the NCAA. You would walk in that building and be like, hey, what's the problem with a team scrimmaging another team in the spring? No, not one person would come up with a legitimate answer of why that's a problem.
Besides, it's never been done before.
Which makes no sense.
None at all. None at all. I love Dion. I love Dion's thing of, I'll try it. Let me be the pilot program.
I don't understand. There's like it's such a mild idea that I'm confused at why it would ever even be.
Kloop, is part of the problem here the messenger? Is part of the problem that it's Dion?
Could be. Yeah, could be.
If Ferentz had tried this, if Ferentz and Jimmy Rogers,
they might have been like, sure.
That's a bad game, but yeah, hey, we're gonna go do this scrimmage thing.
Ferentz and Whittingham. They'd be like, well, shit, these guys know what they're doing. We might as well just let them do it. They might. Yeah, it might be because Dion's loud and
this does seem to it seems to make perfect common sense to allow these teams to do this for all the things that you just laid out. You also said something, Travis, but you said something in there that gave me like some sort of kind of minor epiphany. I need you to make sure that I'm crazy. And
you're crazy.
So Iowa's offense for years did suck. It was boring. Never moves the ball down the field. Never tries to take the top off of a defense. Okay. I never thought, Kloop, that's from conditioning of having to play against a Phil Parker and Norm Parker defense over all those years.
Yeah,
and every day you just have to dink and dunk because it's the only thing you can do in practice. So then when you get out there against a team,
there's not 100%, but yeah, a small portion of it. I would say you
kind of condition yourself to do those checkdowns quickly or not try to make those big plays because it doesn't work. I never had. Yeah, I'm kind of an idiot.
It's not 100. It's not 100%. Like I don't think there's some, some law of the universe where well, if you have a really good offense, then your defense is just going to go the opposite direction. Because clearly that's not. There's teams with both.
Right.
But yeah, I think some of that matters, right? There's a lot of team periods in practice where this is the other team that we get to go up against. We're trying to be successful and see plays come to fruition and be successful on film the next morning. Well, what's successful against Iowa, right?
Geez. Yeah. Skinner just wrote something in here, and I don't know. Maybe this is 10 years down the road when they finally decide to get rid of the Cy-Hawk game, and we can finally, then we have to have Iowa and Iowa State playing a spring practice
for the children. And it won't happen if you play during the regular season. There's no way.
No, it won't be. It won't be an issue because there shouldn't be anything against FBS versus FCS programs.
Oh, okay.
And Iowa State won't be D1 at that point.
So. I picked up what you were putting.
See what you're doing.
They're going to run out of. They'll run out of money and interest by then.
Trav, I have one I really, really, really want to get to with Kloop today. Do you have something else?
I just want to ask him. There's been turnover at the running backs coach. Omar Young now leaving.
Yes, I'm accepting the running back's job. Yes. Tyler, you got it out of me. I'll tell everyone here.
It's what he does. It's what he does.
Well,
He's
we
good.
learned that you're going to have to actually submit an application and go through every little application to do that. There's a hiring process at the University of Iowa. We've learned. So,
did you guys already talk about? Is there something else to that or what?
Well, because Coach Heller was on with us last week and he talked about hiring coaches and what
we talked
nightmare
about
it is. You know, but I mean, 1 year. I mean, turnover is not common with Kirk Ferentz. I was just surprised with 1 year and going back to the National Football League.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know. I've never met the guy. I'm not even generally sure where they found him to begin with a year ago at this point. But some guys, they just it's hard to tell what the motivation is a lot of times when you're going back and forth between college and pro. Because if it was all within the same, if it was always just a lateral move within the college realm, you're like, okay, well, then it was something about the program, right?
Yeah.
But when it's to an NFL team, those are different things. And they're different for coaching too. And maybe this guy isn't big on recruiting. The biggest difference between NFL coaches and college coaches is they don't have to recruit, which is a massive part of the job. They don't have to travel. They have scouts to do that for them. They get those guys right from the league or right from the college game. They get to draft them, sign them as free agents. They don't have to go, NFL guys don't have to go into somebody's home. And I'm not saying that this Omar Young was bad at recruiting or disliked recruiting, but it could be a motivation for it.
Could be. It's one of the differences of the two jobs. Okay.
So hard to say and hard to, I don't think it's any sort of indictment on Kirk Ferentz's program or anybody else's program when somebody leaves automatically. You can't just assume, it was something about the program. It was something about
that's fair.
I don't know. Could be though. It could totally be on the other side. Omar Young could have disliked Coach Ferentz or disliked somebody on the staff.
It's about fit. It's about your career goals. It's about fit. There's a lot of things that go into why somebody moves. All right, that's the only other question I had, Ross.
Could be this weather, honestly.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. I could see we just had a guy calling earlier. Like, I'm making my exit plan.
Seriously.
Did you guys see this body cam footage that got released from the fraternity?
I talked about this yesterday on one of our.
Did you? Because it came out yesterday.
2 days ago, yeah.
Did it come out a couple of days ago? I think I saw it for the first time yesterday. Travis, do you know what we're talking about?
Yeah, all the pledges downstairs tied to poles, and I was never part of a frat. So
Neither was I.
Yeah,
Were you a frat guy?
Me?
Yeah.
When would I have had time for that? Yeah, the Iowa football team. That was the frat.
The Greek system is not very big in Iowa, right? I don't think any of my friends who went to Iowa were in the.
I don't know. It seemed like it was.
I guess they had 54 kids getting tied up and thrown on them, food thrown on them to.
So
I've been corrected. They weren't restrained. Okay, sorry. They
Irish Hawkeye is he was in a frat for sure. So it's fun. It's such an interesting topic. So our intern turned into basically my co-host now, Grant. Young kid out of Colorado, had some family ties to Iowa, went to Iowa for a couple years, and that's where I found him. He reached out to us and was like, "Hey, I want to help with the show." And he basically turned into our third host. He was in a fraternity. And he's like your collar for just common frat dude, right? And so I brought this up with him yesterday on one of our shows for our subscribers that we do every week. And I was like giving him shit about it. I was like, "So were you there when, did they call you when this happened? Or I didn't see you in the body cam," just giving him shit. And his opinion, he's so clean and button up. Whenever Drake or somebody on our show says something, he cringes because he's like, "Oh God, that's not PC." And he, because he's a frat dude, had the other side of this. They weren't doing anything wrong. They weren't. And dude, I'm telling you, you go to the replies of this post on Twitter, you can tell who was in a frat and who wasn't by who's defending it. And I don't have. I'm somewhere weird in the middle with it because the optics are bad. The optics are like, is Epstein upstairs? What's going on? But I understand I understand the idea of like, yeah, the fraternity shit goes way back. Way back. That's like this is tradition going back years and years. But the optics are bad. Can we find a different way to do bonding? And shared hardship and coming through together on the other side and like, becoming brothers rather than just being like wet in a dark basement together. I don't know. It seems like there's other ways to do it.
This is crazy. There's other ways to do it. This is from the USA Today article, Travis. Have you watched it and listened to it? Because I didn't listen to the whole thing. I just saw the pictures of it.
I saw the pictures. I watched the video without audio. I'm just like, whatever. But I'm with Kluve. I'm right in the middle. I'm like, I wasn't in the Greek system. I don't understand it, so I'm not going to judge.
I'm not in the middle, though. I'm going to judge. Yes.
It's weird. It is weird, and it's definitely weird if you haven't been a part of it. It's weird. I'm in the middle of if it should happen or not, because I understand too the idea of like being like Ross is totally against it. It's hard to defend it when it's
again standing in a basement.
You're a bunch of dumb. You got to think though.
Yeah, 19, I did dumb stuff.
20-year-old men.
I did some dumb stuff. I did some really dumb things. Yeah,
and I get the whole thing of like, hey, if you're going to be a part of this fraternity, you got to earn this shit, right? Like you got to do something to just. Now, I don't know if Diddy parties in the basement with oil on a Friday night in an abandoned house in Iowa City is the way to go, right? Like, I don't know if that's what we should be doing, but I get the fact there's some comments going on here. It's like talking about military, even in like sports. There's its own version of this in sport. I mean, not like you could really go far and go like Fitzgerald at Northwestern, that stuff that happened, like that kind of stuff, that hazing.
He didn't know though.
But I'll go as far as say like the summer conditioning program. There's a you have to prove to your teammates and your coaches.
Rabdo.
Yeah, you got to prove to your teammates and your coaches that you can that you deserve to be here and you can go through the hard stuff with everybody else, and that shared hard experience that you make it through on the other end kind of initiates you into like, okay, yeah, you're a Hawkeye football player. You made it through summer conditioning. So I understand like the deeper, broader concept here. The optics of this specifically just seems like we could do it another way.
We won't use any optics. I'll just use words. From the USA Today article.
Okay.
In the footage, officers find a basement full of young men blindfolded. Some are shirtless. Many appear to be covered in white, yellow, red, or brown substances. Iowa City and the University of Iowa police repeatedly urged two men in the video to contact the house dad or anyone, quote, in charge. One man, dressed in a white hoodie, stands in the doorway of the room holding a beer.
Yeah.
He identifies himself as Jose. Then provides an ID to officers saying, I think it's fake. In the video, police shine a light into the basement room in the video and attempt to speak with the men standing silently, with one officer saying, this stops here, guys. This is the police department. This stops here. Officers ask the shirtless men to leave the room, but they do not move. At one point, an officer asks, is anyone hurt? And no one responds. Officers order two of the shirtless men out of the room for questioning. Another officer asks the room of shirtless men, quote, does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on? Anyone? The room stays silent for a few seconds before Jose returns and the fraternity is says the fraternity is holding, quote, a celebration of life.
They're celebrating. I love the part where all of these 18-year-old dudes are standing there and they want to be a part of this fraternity so bad that they think that this is probably like a test.
Yeah, they don't crack. They don't crack, man.
Because they have blindfolds on, and Grant called this. Grant had a name for this. My co-host, he said this is what people refer to as pledge brain. You're so stupid and so bought into like this is what you have to do to be part of a fraternity that that you're essentially retarded. Like and like all 18-year-old dudes are, right? And that hurts me a lot because like a core component of who I am personally is not conforming to like groups.
You're a nonconformist.
That's always been me.
Yeah.
Like, I hate when people just do stuff to be part of a bigger.
That's why I'm really torn by I can see both sides. I'm in the middle. No, you ain't. I promise.
No, but there's some funny comments on Twitter. They're like, what's wrong with a bunch of dudes hanging out in a basement with their shirts off? You know, there's nothing illegal going on, which
Right.
I'm on that train. Like if there's nothing illegal going on, these guys should not be in trouble by any, like, I don't think there's any, repercussion there or like,
Yeah, it wasn't like old school where they had a rope tied to their dong and if it dropped, your sack would get ripped off.
no one's being held against their will. No one's,
It's kind of like we were talking with Bruno the other day about the women fighting. It's like, hey, they signed up to do this.
Yeah.
They knew. They knew it was going to happen.
These guys all signed up and knew.
Those guys are standing there going, "Hey, get out of here, police! I'm trying to make it in this fraternity.
I want to be a sig up. I want to be a sig up."
Jose's just standing there with his beer.
Yeah, I don't know
if you need a mortgage loan, call Gary Presno at Northwest Bank at 515-975-6767. He can get you pre-approved in 30 minutes or less, and he can do it on the weekends or after hours. He's the state of Iowa's top producing mortgage banker the past 8 years. Klub, always good to have a conversation with you. Thanks for taking the time with us today.
Absolutely.
Everybody have a great weekend. We'll be back Monday at 6 a.m. Bye-bye.
When you work with a company like Mr. Electric that goes above and beyond and makes the customer their priority, that is just a real joy to encounter these days. It was a fairly complicated project and it was intimidating. They made it look so easy and they were very professional, very clean folks. They thoroughly explain what they're going to do. It's clear that they're experienced and that they know what they're doing. Having professionals out there that can do that for me, that gives me a lot of peace of mind.
Start spreading the news, 'cause it's time to buy booze, and there's only one place to be. You can see all your friends, the good times never end, unless you're just loitering. It's Central City, we can make your dreams come true. No guarantee your dreams will come true. Central City, all this booze is waiting for you. Look at all this booze.
Hi, Noel from Fiscus Jewelers. Thinking about popping the question? Take their breath away with a diamond you can trust. Rare and forever natural diamonds. Thoughtfully selected and pre-screened using advanced technology. If you don't see exactly what you're looking for, we'll custom design it together. Our experienced team is here to help you create something truly meaningful. And let's not forget about the guys. We proudly offer the largest selection of men's wedding bands around. Fiscus Jewelers, your jeweler for life.
Mason Miller, sales manager out here at Mini of Des Moines, and this month we have some exciting new offers. Lease an all-new Countryman for as low as $369 a month. If the Countryman's not fast enough for you, experience the top of the street legal goat karting in the all-new John Cooper Works Countryman, leased at as low as $509 a month. For more information, stop in our showroom, visit your favorite motoring advisor, or visit us online at miniofdesmoines.com.
Iowa Wolves basketball. Fast, loud, right on top of the action. Every play hits harder when you're in the building. Now it can hit even bigger. Win cash in a VIP Timberwolves trip from the Iowa Lottery. Play Cash Frenzy for your chance to win instantly. Didn't win? Enter non-winning tickets into the VIP club for a shot at courtside seats with the Iowa Wolves or a Timberwolves getaway.
Game on, keep your edge with Body Armor Sports Drink. Bold flavors, electrolytes, and hydration that goes the distance. Grab Body Armor before the grind, during the game, and after the win. Body Armor Sports Drink. Hydration that's real and better for you. Pick up Body Armor Sports Drink on your next grocery store run or convenience store trip.
Missing a quality home-cooked meal? You know, the kind Mom used to make? Lucky for you, we found her recipe book. Welcome to the High Life. Welcome to the Champagne of Bars.
The following advertisement is for people who like to save money.
Do you or a loved one suffer from chronic overspending, getting less but paying more? Then you may have a case of big HVAC. Now is the time to try Priority One. We set our own prices, which means you pay for what you need, not for anything else. And if you need a heating service or new furnace, now is the time to try Priority One.
Side effects of Priority One include increased happiness, extra peace of mind, and bonus cash for whatever you want. Please use responsibly.
Back to the Rush. Strong opinions, weak filters, and just enough sense to stay on the air. It's the Rush Radio Show, powered by Willis Automotive.